Hey Taurus, welcome to your August mid-monthly reading. My name is Amanda Pearl. I am also known as the Queer Psychic Queen on Instagram and here. I hope that you've been having a wonderful first half of July. I hope it's like August. I was gonna say I hope it's like a million times better than July because July was nutso, right? I think I talked a little bit about it in the August reading, but July was seriously crazy. Oh man. So I hope that you've had some times of contentment and joy and feeling good for the first 2 weeks of August. Your reading for the last 2 weeks of August is definitely interesting. When I was pulling the cards, it was really interesting because the goddess Artemis came into the reading. So I call in any angels, any guides, Jesus, a bunch of different people, a bunch of ascended masters into the reading, and Artemis came. So I thought that was pretty interesting because to me that sort of feels like this year, this whole year you've been sort of feeling like you're struggling in your love life. If you have a partner or if you're single, the image that I'm getting is just you trying to keep your head above water, basically. So I pulled 2 Oracle overview cards. I think in the other readings I pulled tarot overview cards, but I thought it would just be fun to pull Oracle overview cards. And it's really interesting because these are just Archangel Oracle cards. And I pulled 2 cards, Cupid and Play. So this feels super good. It just feels like the last 2 weeks of August are just a really fun, playful time in your love life. And that just feels super nice after what feels like so much struggling for the past few months. So that feels really beautiful. Let's see where Play and Cupid come up in the reading itself. And Play is also just a great reminder because Taurus, I just feel like for the past, it's August, so 8 months, for the past 8 months of this year, it's just you've been really working hard and working towards your goals, and it really is time for you to play. There's some birds outside, and I'm gonna say I hope you guys can hear them because they sound really cute. So for this reading, I did it a little bit different than my other readings. I usually do what's the vibe, what should you focus on, and what's the outcome. And this reading I did how are you feeling about your love life, how are they feeling, and what's the outcome of your love life. So how are you feeling about your love life in the second half of August? I pulled the 4 of Fire, which is the 4 of Wands, and the past life relationship card. So the 4 of Fire card has to do with having a happy and content home life. That's seriously what the 4 of Wands is all about, having a happy, content home life. So it feels like for the second 2 weeks of August in your love life, you're kind of feeling finally just getting into your groove is what I'm hearing. With whatever job you have, wherever you're living, with your partner, being single and dating, you're finally just getting into your groove. And this other person that you're thinking of, you definitely feel like you've known them in another lifetime. I'm honestly getting a little bit you're not sure if they are your soulmate, twin flame. However, it just feels very comfortable with them. And that's what a Taurus loves, just that comfortability, that familiarity. And it just feels like you're getting more into that groove this month. So that feels really great. Sorry guys, those are my blinds. So how is the other person feeling? I pulled the 3 of Earth card and the Chemistry card. So I think that this is really interesting because what I'm seeing is almost the same thing from the other person. The 3 of Earth card is the 3 of Pentacles card. Of course, it's different than the 4 of Wands, but really this card has to do with chugging along in life, doing what you have to do, doing good work, just it's sort of this butterfly is climbing a mountain. It's just getting closer to your dreams. It's also the card of working with a team. So I feel this other person that you're thinking of, maybe for a while they've had sort of the attitude, this sounds harsh, but I don't mean it in a harsh way, they don't need you, they're like working on themselves, you're working on themselves. It felt like two separate journeys. And in mid-month of August, it feels like you guys really like come together, especially like with Cupid and play. I can definitely see some of you taking your relationships to the next level in mid-month of August. And I pulled the chemistry oracle card. So with the chemistry romance card with the Cupid and play card is really fun because I just feel like the other person is sort of rediscovering things that they love about you, Taurus. Like, honestly, this feels like maybe it could be another Taurus because it feels like they appreciate the same things as you. They appreciate, like, the comfort of the familiarity of the life that you've created. And also, they just appreciate your, like, stable attitude and your, like, stable vibe. They really like that energy. And they feel a lot of chemistry towards you. So whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, if you're single, I'm getting, like, this person that you're dating right now just feels super duper good. It feels like they just kind of get you in a way that other people haven't really gotten you. And it just feels like a really good, fun 2 weeks in your love life, honestly. And then the outcome. It's very interesting because I pulled the reconciliation card and the 9 of air. I don't necessarily think that someone new from your past or someone from your past is coming back in that's different than the person I've been talking about. It feels like the reconciliation is with this person. Either if you've been in a relationship for a while, it feels like kind of like a renewing of love. And if you're just starting to date someone, it sort of feels like this other person did kind of like pull back for a little bit. And now they're recommitting to you. And the 9 of air is the card of having a lot of anxiety. It's the card of like expecting the worst. So I feel like what this is saying as in the outcome position, it's saying that like lately, like I was saying in the beginning, you've been having like kind of a tough year. You've been feeling a lot of anxiety, and this month is sort of like a nice reconnection between you and this person. And also, it's just super nice to see the Cupid in play. With the 9 of air, it's like you've been not sure if like this person is going to leave you or what's going on, but it's like they're back and love is happening. So it feels super duper good. Basically overall, it feels like I was just saying like a total renewal of love, Taurus, with this other person. And like I was saying, if you're just dating, it feels like maybe you chatted with them casually and you guys kind of like vibed, you liked each other. And then the other person pulled back a little bit, probably to like work on their career. You were working on your things, but you did feel like this person was meaningful to you. Like you knew them in some capacity in a past life and you wanted to get to know them more. It feels like just a reconnection with that person. So that feels super duper good. This video, if you liked it, subscribe if you enjoyed. If you'd like to get a deep dive into your love life, go ahead and schedule a reading with me. My email is queerpsychicqueen@gmail.com. My website is just queerpsychicqueen.com if you just want to schedule a reading. Have a wonderful mid-August, and I love you, Taurus. Bye.